Welcome to Inland Empire Alive, bringing you issues, events, and perspectives from throughout San Bernardino and Riverside counties. I'm David Brady, and today I'll be talking with Michael Sikora, Aquatic Supervisor for the City of San Bernardino, about some great opportunities coming up for lifeguards at city swimming pools. That's today on Inland Empire Alive. Joining me now to talk about some great opportunities within the Parks and Recs Department of the City of San Bernardino is its brand new aquatic supervisor, Michael Sikora. Michael, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, and I guess I should say welcome to the City of San Bernardino.
Yes, absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about the opportunities that are available within the cities. I understand it's 6 public swimming pools?
Correct. 5 outdoor and 1 indoor.
And you have got a lot of lifeguards, a lot of positions you need to fill in the upcoming months.
Absolutely. Like a lot of people across the nation, there's a shortage of workers, and that's what we're trying to find is people that are excited to want to work and serve the public.
So who's the type of person you're looking for? Is this typically a first job? Is this can they be teenagers? Do they have to be over a certain age? What are the requirements?
Everything in between. First job, we have many people that are people like teachers that will, during the off season of teaching, during the summer, they're out there working as lifeguards, senior lifeguards, our cashiers. We have many different facilities that need different types of employees, not just lifeguards only, but our cashiers as well.
What are the things you look for in lifeguard candidates? What are some of the qualities that you're searching for?
People that want to be outside, first of all.
Certainly.
You know, people that want to be outside, people that are energetic, people that love to work with the public, work with others. Also people that just want to just have a good time. It is a hard job at times, but it is a job that is very, very rewarding.
And then what are some of the training requirements? What does it take to actually become, is it like a certification?
Correct. Here in the city of San Bernardino, we will train you to become a lifeguard. So you don't necessarily have to initially be certified. We will walk you through the lifeguard training process, how to do CPR, first aid. We're just looking for people that are interested in doing it.
And then do you typically have people that come back season after season, or do you generally have these positions you need to fill freshly each time the calendar comes around?
We do have a lot of people that do come back year after year, especially those that are in their junior, senior year of high school, and those that may locally go to local colleges. And it's a great job for local college kids that, since we're mostly open during the summertime, they're out from college, got a job for the summertime, and then they can go back to school.
So what is that season that you typically need to staff for?
Right now, it's May through around middle October.
Okay. And then for those folks, considering this, what are the demands in terms of the days they might work, hours? I mean, what is a typical schedule?
We're really flexible. I mean, part of it is we understand for a lot of people it can be a part-time job, but for many people, if they want it to be a full-time 40 hours a week, we'd love to have them. It's really up to them. We are just looking for people maybe with a little bit of consistency. If they want to come Monday, Wednesday, Friday and work, we've got a spot for you at this point.
Is there anything that you might offer as kind of a bit of advice, things that people may not be expecting to take on this kind of work? Is it more strenuous than people might expect, or anything that people may not be expecting? Like a lot of people like to swim, a lot of people like to go to the beach, but this is kind of a sort of a different animal.
There's a lot of pressure in the respect that you're responsible for people's lives ultimately. It's a great atmosphere, it's a great job, but ultimately at the end of the day, you are responsible for keeping people safe in the water. So that can sometimes weigh on people, but we work with them to learn if they're doing their job the way they've been trained, those catastrophic disasters that could happen, such as an unfortunate drowning, is not going to happen because they're doing their job the way they've been trained to do.
How did you come to this work personally? It sounds like this is something that you have a very kind of personal interest in.
I have been doing this all my life, you could say. My family actually started a company called Marine Associates, so we have been in the marine and aquatic industry all our lives. I've had a passion for swimming. I've done everything from competitive swimming all the way from a small 5-year-old child all the way past the age of 25. So you figure I was 25 years of competitive swimming. And just love the aspect of lifeguarding and serving the public. For whatever reason, I really got a desire to want to serve our public. And I felt I could do that by being a lifeguard and ultimately moving up into the senior and the management position.
So where did you serve as a lifeguard? What?
I've been everything from a pool lifeguard to a beach lifeguard. I've worked for the cities of Bellflower, Long Beach, Cerritos, for the most part in the Southern California area. I recently moved from the city of Lakewood, where I was there for 15 years as their aquatics department pool manager, running the program there. So San Bernardino was an awesome opportunity to be able to come and serve them.
So I know that you're fairly new in this role here in the
Yes.
city. So what is your vision for aquatics within the city? Where do you want to take it? Are there changes you want to make, or is it just something that's running well as it is? What does the future hold for aquatics in the city of San Bernardino?
San Bernardino itself has done a tremendous job in running its aquatics department. I'm very fortunate that the way they've designed their program, I'm coming into a program that was well designed and well run. As we all have been experiencing COVID over the last 2 years, obviously it's taken a hit, just like everything has, in the respect of attendance, fear from being around other people and things of that nature. We recognize that the outdoor activity that we have is one of the best things that people can experience. And the aquatics and the sanitary experience of being in a chlorinated pool it's already shown that a chlorinated pool will reduce any transmission that you may have with COVID and things of that nature. So it's just an opportunity to come and expand upon the program that they have. We're looking as a city to make it a bigger and better program, and to maybe take the opportunity that COVID has given us of restarting all over again as well. It's always nice to be able to kind of have a fresh new start.
Well, it gives you an opportunity, perhaps, to reinvent yourself.
Exactly.
So in a broader sense, in terms of Parks and Rec and the folks that come to the pools, maybe not necessarily the lifeguards, what do you say to folks that are apprehensive about teaching their kids to swim these days? It's just, as a parent, I'm nervous, can I turn my kids over to the Parks and Rec staff? That learning to swim, that learning to ride a bike, those really kind of scary milestones for parents and kids.
Well, in Southern California, you are surrounded by water. In the United States itself, drowning is the #1 cause of death in young children. So not learning how to swim puts your child at risk. Everything from the bathtub all the way to the ocean. And we have very highly trained staff that go through hours and hours and hours of training to learn how to work with your child in the water. Our programs are set up where parents are there to be able to observe and watch and see how their children, and literally close enough to be able to hear what the instructors are saying to their kids. So they have a very unique opportunity to see learning that maybe at school they don't even get to see, because they're in a classroom, you hear back reports from your kids, but you don't actively get to see what's going on. It's a family experience. We want the parents there to be active part of the program.
Are there perks as far as being a lifeguard? Like when you're not in the chair, watching the pool, are there,
Obviously, you have the access to the pool, the ability to be able to continue to stay fit and work out. I mean, especially here in San Bernardino, it gets hot. And the pool is the #1 place for people to want to go to cool off.
So in terms of your background, when did you learn how to swim? What was your age?
I learned how to swim when I was 2 years old.
Wow. Okay.
I was very blessed to live with a family. Our family had a home pool. So it was very, very important to us that, we literally started swimming at 6 months old. Which is what we kind of encourage people.
Yeah,
Anywhere
I've
between
seen
the
that.
6 months to year old, get your child. Are they going to learn how to swim at 6 months old? No. But they start getting used to the water and getting used to how to be in different positions in the water, so it's not uncomfortable for them when the actual learning will start to happen around that 2 years old time frame.
Do you enjoy seeing those kids have that epiphany when they can do it themselves? They sort of, don't touch me, I can do it for myself.
that what I call the aha moment of, and that excitement and that look of I did it in their face and in their eyes. It's just tremendous. You know, it gives me a real sense of accomplishment, and I love to see our staff when they get to see that and they see that, wow, this work that I just did with this kid, it paid off, and the excitement that. And it flows to the parents. The parents stand there. Sometimes you see them stand and clap and applaud all of a sudden.
So when you talk about the lifeguard opportunities, is there something that makes San Bernardino unique to some of the other places you've been? Is there something unique about the pools or the type of facilities? What makes the city, what are some of the attributes that the city has in terms of its aquatics program that you would promote?
Our pools have, well, at the Jerry Lewis Family Swim Center, we have a really large slide that a lot of city facilities don't have, so that's a great attraction. And we also have a smaller slide for even our younger kids in the wading pool area. The water features that are there are a tremendous fun experience for those kids that maybe don't even know how to swim. So you don't have to know how to swim to come to many of our pools, because of especially the Jerry Lewis Swim Center, where we have so many of the splash pads opportunities for people to just get out of the heat.
Well, let me ask what's an obvious question, but I probably shouldn't leave it unasked. For those that are thinking about pursuing a lifeguard opportunity, is there a swim test? Do they need to come with a certain set of swim skills?
Great question. To an extent, yes. I mean,
You're not going to teach them from scratch.
Correct.
Okay.
We're not going to teach you how to swim, but we are looking for people that want to do this. If this is a desire that they have and have at least some basic swimming skills, we have all different aspects and different areas in the aquatics department that somebody that maybe initially their swimming skills might not be as far as they need to be, but they could start at our shallow pool area where you don't have to be a great swimmer because you're not going to be in water that's above your head. You could work as a cashier or work in the front office, and as you develop the skills with our staff, as we continue to train you, you can continue to move up. We're just looking for people that want to make a difference.
Would you say that, you mentioned safety, and again, you are responsible for people's lives. Absolutely. Is there a certain level of maturity you look for in candidates?
Yes, people that take a responsibility for what they're doing and recognize exactly what you said, that they are responsible for people's safety. If they don't do their job, something unfortunately could happen. Mm-hmm. So people that are very interested, we see a lot of people come to us that are in that Boy Scout, Girl Scouts type of thing. People that go to, here in San Bernardino, they have the very unique Public Safety Academy. So people from that area that are looking to go into a career in public safety of some sort. Firefighters, police officers, things of that nature. Lifeguarding fits right in with that concept.
Can you describe a little bit about the 6 pools? How are they different from each other, some of them?
We have, like I said, Jerry Lewis Family Swim Center, which is what you would call our flagship facility. It has the larger body of water that has a general sloping into about a 6-foot depth of water. We have a large 3 circular slide, a smaller frog slide for the little kids. And then we have what we call our community pools, which are not as many attractions, but have the ability we'll have different things set up there to have different activities. We're looking forward this summer to have a movie night at the pool, what we call dive-in movie this year, where you can bring your own floats and sit in the water and watch a great old movie. But the community centers are really designed where we do a lot of our swim lessons. A lot of them will have floating attractions, we're climbing walls, and things of that nature for people to come and enjoy.
Where can people find out more about these opportunities? If they want to learn about, how to apply, are there costs involved? Is there an application fee?
For those people that are San Bernardino School District residents or attendees, it's free. Okay. We don't charge anything to them. We're going to train you for free. For residents it's a cheaper price for those that are residents, and those that are non-residents, it's very, very reasonable to cover the cost of taking the class.
And then how many positions are you typically looking to fill each season? I mean, are there a lot of opportunities, would you say?
For us, there's a lot of opportunities. As we know, again, the shortage of just workers in general across the nation, aquatics and recreation in general is not void of this issue. So we are looking for a large group of people. We have, like I said, 6 facilities. We staff anywhere between 15 and 25 people per facility. So we're looking to probably hire over 50 people this year.
And it's never too early to be
Never
looking
too
for
early,
people.
never too late. Information is on the website right now.
And that website address?
They can go to sbcity.org.
Okay.
And they can look at the aquatics page. If they want to contact me via email, they just go aquatics@sbcity.org.
Okay. Are there deadlines to apply for the coming season? Are there dates that people should keep in mind?
We're offering our lifeguarding classes pretty much every month, starting in the month of February, and that's where we would send you to get your training. You can, once you get that training, which is free again to most people, we will then accept your application. At every class that we offer, regardless of who you are, we're going to offer you an opportunity to work for us.
Okay. Are there paperwork requirements? Anything you need to bring as far as?
Not for the class.
Okay. Any last things you would sort of advise anyone who's, again, hasn't done this before, is thinking about it, maybe has a little apprehension about sort of the responsibility piece, the safety piece? It's an awesome responsibility.
Yes, it is an awesome responsibility, but the reward that you get and the excitement that you get of being able to keep people safe and enjoy the water is awesome. The fact that you as a swim instructor, as you develop into a swim instructor, that love that you see from the students, that they love coming every day and seeing you, it's just a reward inside that you get.
Why do you like being in the water? If you had to tell somebody.
I'm a water baby. I would, if there was any place I'd like to be, would be in the water. Wow. It's just an experience like no other. It's doesn't matter who you are. It's an equalizer. Once you're in the water, it equalizes everything. You may not be a fast runner, but once you get in the water, it makes everything equal.
Michael, it's been a pleasure having you. Once again, the website
is sbcity.org.
Great opportunities available within the city of San Bernardino. Some wonderful opportunities for lifeguards at the city's pool. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.